Like many forms of art, quilting is very much an individual process. It requires patience, concentration, and an eye for fine detail. For Sylvia Homa, it is also a labor of love. Over the years, she has created a mosaic of works that highlight her passion for this unique art form. Sylvia's introduction into quilting was quite by accident.
It seemed that a friend of mine was looking for a stencil shop, and we went to Delaware, and I accidentally walked into the wrong store thinking it was the stencil shop. And when I walked in there was a whole bunch of fabric all lined up down the wall. It looked like a rainbow, and they had all kinds of samples hanging from the walls and on tables of different quilts and placemats and wall hangings and all kinds of things made of fabric. So I picked up a book and I looked at it, and I saw a pretty picture in the book, and I thought I'm going to give it a try, and so that by accident I got into quilting.
Sylvia's workspace, though small, contains the tools she needs to transform an array of fabrics into a work of art. She converted a spare room into a workshop where she uses a sewing machine, a cutting board, and a rich imagination to turn out a final product. Artistic expression over practicality is her driving force when creating a quilt.
Each quilt is very different from each other. Many times I don't know what it's going to look like until it's finished, and depending on how the fabric is laid in the quilt, it can turn into a beautiful art for one person and be used as a quilt for another person.
The process requires careful preparation. The right materials and the right colors are key. Attention to detail is crucial in trying to make the right pattern. But the chance to bring joy into someone's life is the most satisfying, and it has also allowed her reputation as a talented quilter to grow.
So what drove me to do quilts for other people is the desire to make somebody else happy. So it's always better to give than to receive, is what I've always been brought up to believe, and have taught my own children, I hope. So when somebody did come to me and ask if I would make something for them for a baby, I decided I better just give it a try and see. I took that first step, and they seemed to like it. The people around them seemed to like it. So, of course, by word of mouth, I've become, people have sought me out for different things that they needed besides just baby quilts.
Another way she tries to share her gift is through teaching others. Her son Stefan is starting to learn the process. No doubt he will make some mistakes along the way, just as Sylvia did when she began. But from mistakes, there's also a chance to learn.
The one quilt that I made that I'm very proud of is probably the first quilt, which is actually a wall hanging. And the reason why I'm very proud of it, because it has many mistakes in it, things that I did not understand and learn until after I've done it for many years. Then I can look back at that quilt and kind of laugh at it, because if I would have known, it would have turned out a lot nicer than the way it did. But I'm very proud of the first steps that I made into making that quilt.
Sylvia has come a long way from those initial efforts, and in many ways that journey never ends. Her enjoyment of the process makes her the Queen of Quilts.